What's going on, everybody? Okay, I got a couple more mods in. I actually got several mods in, but I actually already installed one or two of them on the Jeep. So I actually can't wait to get into these two, but I wanted to do a video, an unboxing video, just in case I wanted to put one up one day for you guys. And I may put this up tomorrow, actually. But this is a lockable under seat storage for the driver's side of 2000 up Wrangler Unlimited and 2007 to 2010 Wrangler 2-doors. Now mine is an unlimited, and this should be the driver's side. I don't see anywhere where it says, but it should be the driver's side. I really don't see it say anywhere it's the driver's side, but I ordered the driver's side. You can also order a passenger side as well. And this is a Team Tech off-road holster that actually mounts in your Jeep and puts the holster right up beside your leg. So I thought that's pretty cool. These can kind of work into conjunction with each other. I can actually put my gun in a holster while I'm driving down the road, and then if I go somewhere such as work or federal buildings or something like that where I can't take my firearm in, I can put it in the under seat storage, which locks down to your seat, and store it in there safely so no one can get to it. So let's get these things opened and see what they look like. Let me see how to actually open this. I think it opens from the end right here. And we'll get this open because I'm pretty anxious to see what this looks like as well. Now I've actually seen people take these and put different locks on them, and I thought about doing that, putting a lock that had like a key and a combination, because this just comes with a key. But I'm not sure I'm going to do that or not. May do that at a later date, but definitely not going to do it as of right now. If I can get it open, there we go. Now, this is actually heavy. This is actually a pretty heavy item to be as small as it is. But it's really not that big. It's just pretty heavy. It's actually amazing how heavy it is to be as light or as small as it is. On the underneath side, you have a bag along with your keys. So if I can figure out how to get this open, we will actually open this drawer and see what's inside. I'm sure there's nothing inside, but it does come with a couple keys. So it should be unlocked now. And I've got it upside down. And in here is actually your bracket and stuff that you have to mount to it, because you have to mount a bracket to it. It does have like some, this isn't like that cabinet lining stuff that's not slick. This is actually a little bit slick. I will probably actually replace this with cabinet liner. I actually do wish it would open a little bit further, because I can actually fit the full length of my hand back up in there. So if you're sitting in a seat or your Jeep and you're reaching down, it might be kind of hard to reach all the way back in there, but you can actually put stuff further in there. I just wish it would open further so that you could actually access that better. But overall, I think this will work perfect for what I want it for. And like I said, this thing is really heavy, and the brackets are pretty thick, so I can't wait to get this installed in the Jeep. Now it does come with a little smaller bracket here. Of course, that's actually really done in there. Let's see if we can get that open. I want to show you something that I may have an idea of. There's another company called like Tuffy or something like that that offers an under seat storage. And they actually have a third mounting hole where you can more secure it. So this one actually mounts with just your two front seat bolts. And the other one actually offers a spot where you can mount it in the back. Now I'm wondering if I can just drill a hole in this bracket, because this bracket just goes like right here in the back and allows this to sit on the floor and kind of keeps up off the floor so it doesn't keep weight on it. So I can probably drill a hole in the bottom of this bracket, since it sits flush on the floor, drill a hole in the floorboard and mount this just like the other one did. I never seen anybody do that, but I'm actually assuming that that will work. But so far, this thing seems very durable, and I don't know how you would get into it, because the door actually recesses back in a little bit. Pretty happy with this purchase. After seeing it, I'd never seen one in person, but that thing's pretty heavy duty. And like I said, it did come with the screws to mount everything with and 3 tie straps. Not sure what the tie straps are for. 4 tie straps actually. I've seen them where you've actually had to take one of the wiring harnesses loose underneath the seat and tie strap it up, and that very well may be what that's for. All right, next, I do want to say this one was like $80. I'll link it in the description below. The Tuffy one was like $120 or $30. That's part of the reason I chose this one, was because, you know, why pay $50, $60, $70 more for something when it does the exact same thing. The other one, like I said, does offer that 3rd bolt, but I think I can make this one do the same thing, and I just couldn't see paying that much more for something that's pretty much identical. This is something I was pretty excited about. I want to say this. This was not cheap. It was $130 total. Now, the one thing I don't like about this, and I knew this going into it, it uses one of these cheap UTG holsters. Just not a big fan of these holsters. I actually have something in mind if I decide to do it a different way, because I don't think this will do what I want it to do. It's very configurable. You can configure it in a lot of ways, but I'm not sure it will hold a lot. It gets pretty small in the bottom. So I'm actually thinking about a Kydex option, but this is pretty cheesy, especially for how much you're paying for this. This place could have used a better holster. They could have actually made it holster specific. It is made in USA. I see a big USA tag here. They could have made it holster specific and actually ordered it for what firearm you want to use, but this is pretty cheap. That's the only thing I don't like about it. But that wasn't why I bought it. I didn't buy it for the holster. Like I said, I have another idea for the holster that I'll tell you all at a later date, if it can even be done. It's like Christmas, opening Christmas presents. They wrapped it good, that's for sure. But this is what it is. It actually mounts to your seat and puts the holster right up beside your leg at an angle, at like a draw stroke position. So if somebody looks in your Jeep, I guess they can see a holster, but there won't be a firearm in it. When I leave the Jeep, I ain't gonna leave a firearm in it. It does look like it's pretty well made. It's pretty thick material. The welds look pretty good on it, but it definitely doesn't bend or anything like that, so it is well made. There's a couple more brackets in here as well. This company is called Team Tech Tactical. Again, this holster, I think, slides in right here. You can actually slide it in like this, and it'll set like this, like right beside your leg, so you can put your firearm in here. Cheesy holster. I can't say that enough. I hate these nylon holsters. It may be good enough for this, but I carry lights on most of my firearms, and I just don't think that this will work. And look at this. Look at this. So you have a snap right here, okay? If I can get it down there, snap it. So you snap it. Then it has another piece of Velcro that goes over the snap. What the crap, man? If you need your firearm, you ain't got time to unvelcro that and unsnap it and then pull it out. I would probably do away with all this. I think it's Velcroed on. I would take all this off, and if it ain't Velcroed, I would cut it. There's no way that I would use all this in that situation. This is just a piece of Kydex that the hole goes through. That's horrible holster design. Hate that holster. I'm gonna contact my buddy at Tuxton Tactical and see if either I can send him this bracket and have him make me a Kydex holster that will go over this or something, or maybe find some good double-sided Velcro tape and Velcro one of his holsters on here, because this is junk in my opinion. $129 is what I paid for basically the bracket. If I was a good person at fabbing, I could have probably fabbed one of these up, but I'm not, so I had to pay to play. And I'm probably gonna throw this away. Anyway, I'm still happy with this because I did need this bracket. I'm just gonna go a different route of actually using something better. Very happy with the under seat storage. I think that'll be pretty cool. But that's all the mods I have today. One more thing, I did order this from Amazon. It is a Blackfire Pro Detailer's Choice one-step polish. And the reason I bought this is the stripes on my Mustang are actually oxidizing a little bit. And I'm going to use this to kind of freshen those up. My buddy had a bottle of this. He used it on his camper on the vinyl decals. He said it did amazing. He let me try one little spot on my Mustang because this stuff isn't cheap. And it worked great. I thought those stripes were light blue, but at one time I think they were a little darker blue after using this. So I'm going to take some time and actually freshen up the stripes on the Mustang. But I appreciate y'all watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.